Whispers in the clay, the town and its secrets. The town of Eldridge nestled deep in a valley surrounded by towering hills and dense forests. It was a place that seemed untouched by time, where the old ways still held sway. Mist clung to its heart, wrapping the town in a shroud of mystery. Whispers filled its soul, whispers of strange figures that roamed the streets at night, figures made of cold, unyielding clay. Eldridge held secrets, secrets that were as old as the town itself, dark secrets buried deep in its history. The townsfolk knew. They always knew. They spoke in hushed tones, their voices barely above a whisper, as if afraid that the very walls had ears. Their eyes held the shadows of the past, haunted by memories they dared not share. Outsiders felt it too, the oppressive silence that hung over the town like a dark cloud. The watchful gaze of the town was ever present, as if the very buildings were alive, observing every move, every whisper. A place where shadows moved unseen, slipping through the cracks and crevices, always just out of sight. They were the town's silent guardians, or perhaps its jailers, and whispers echoed in the night, carried on the wind, telling tales of long-forgotten events. Eldridge was a town of whispers, a town of secrets, a town where the past was never truly past. Faces of fear. The clay figures emerge. They first appeared in the dead of night, silent sentinels watching from the darkness, small, crudely made figures moulded from clay. Their eyes, mere hollows, seemed to follow your every move. A chill ran down your spine, an unsettling feeling of being observed. Some bore expressions of anger, others sorrow, all imbued with a disturbing lifelikeness. They were crude, yet undeniably real. Shadows stir unease in the night. The darkness seemed to have a life of its own, creeping and crawling, whispering secrets that no one could quite hear. The night was alive with an unsettling energy, a feeling that something was watching, waiting. The whispers grew louder. Stories spread like wildfire. Tales of strange occurrences, of figures seen out of the corner of one's eye, only to vanish when looked at directly. The townsfolk spoke in hushed tones, afraid to draw the attention of whatever lurked in the shadows. A farmer, finding figures on his porch. Tiny, eerie clay figures that seemed to appear out of nowhere. He couldn't remember seeing them the night before. They were just there, as if they had always been. A shopkeeper, his doorway adorned. The figures were placed with care, almost as if they were meant to send a message. But what message? And from whom? The shopkeeper felt a chill run down his spine every time he looked at them. Children claimed the figures moved, their heads turning, their hollow eyes following. Dismissals met their claims, but fear lingered. Then the nightmares began. The children spoke of dreams where the figures came to life, whispering dark secrets and staring with those empty eyes. Vivid dreams of the clay figures, dreams that felt too real, too vivid, as if the figures were trying to communicate, to reach out from the realm of dreams into the waking world. Their hollow eyes boring into your soul, whispering your name. The whispers were soft, almost gentle, but filled with a sense of dread that was impossible to shake off. The line between dream and reality blurred. People began to question their own sanity, unsure if what they saw was real or just a figment of their imagination. The figures were always there, lurking, waiting, watching. The sculptor's legacy. Truth in clay. The townsfolk remembered. Old Man Hemlock, a name whispered with a mix of fear and curiosity. The reclusive sculptor who lived on the edge of town. His creations, unsettlingly lifelike, seemed to breathe with an eerie vitality. Each figure a testament to his uncanny skill. He spoke of capturing souls in clay. His words, often dismissed as the ramblings of a madman, hinted at a deeper, darker truth, of giving life to the inanimate. The townsfolk dismissed him, a harmless eccentric, or so they thought. Hemlock vanished one night, vanished without a trace, leaving behind his workshop, a place shrouded in mystery and fear, filled with hundreds of clay figures, their hollow eyes watching, waiting, as if they held secrets, waiting to be uncovered. The legacy of Old Man Hemlock, forever etched in clay. A legacy unbroken, whispers remain. The figures vanished too, taken from Hemlock's workshop, now appearing throughout Eldridge, silent witnesses to the town's unease. Were they Hemlock's creations, or something more sinister? The question lingered, a shroud of fear over Eldridge. The whispers continue, woven into the fabric of the town, a reminder. Some things are best left undisturbed, in the cold, silent embrace of clay.